Seoul City, a global metropolis. The emergence of present-day Gangnam. Gangnam was an idyllic agricultural area before it was annexed to Seoul City in 1963. Although Seoul City was aware of the necessity for the development of the Gangnam area, it could not come up with any practical blueprint except for the construction of the third Hangang River Bridge, Hannam Bridge now. Despite the fact that a portion of the Gyeongbu Expressway, initiated by former President Park Chung-hee, opened at the end of 1968, the third Hangang River Bridge, the starting point of the expressway, had not yet been completed. Accordingly, Seoul City rushed to open the third Hangang River Bridge at the end of 1969 and designated the Gangnam area as a land adjustment zone for full-scale development. Since the second half of 1971, Seoul City planned to develop the Yeongdong area, covering some 33 million square meters. However, it could not afford to take the plan into action right away because it had to inject sizable funds into the creation of the Gwangju Complex, Seongnam now, in Gyeonggi-do, the dismantlement of buildings without proper permits, and the increase of water production. Nor could it leave the Yeongdong area due to lack of financial resources. In order to solve the dilemma, Seoul City decided to develop the Yeongdong area by building residential complexes in several places there and attracting people in the Gangbuk area to move to the Yeongdong area. Seoul City built an apartment complex with 12 buildings, accommodating 360 households for the homeless civil servants of Seoul City and its affiliates on a site covering some 23,000 square meters in Nonhyundong. It offered the potential buyers of the apartments an exceptional opportunity to own an apartment by paying some 720,000 won in cash, in addition to a loan and some financial support. The apartment complex was roughly a 6 to 7 minute walk from present-day Shinsa Station on Subway Line 3 and 20 minutes away from Seoul City Hall by bus. Apart from the 5-story apartment buildings, Nonhyundong looked like a vast stretch of barren land. Seoul City completed 10 housing complexes in December 1972 and 10 more in Apgujeongdong, Nonhyundong, Hakdong, and Cheongdam-dong in 1973. Those who moved into the Gangnam area at that time were the forerunners of Gangnam development. Seoul City then made the new residential areas accessible by bus with the appropriate changes to the bus routes. Now the Yeongdong area was beginning to shape itself into a city. However, the residential areas have gone through considerable changes, and they no longer retain their original form. Seoul City aggressively promoted the development of the Yeongdong area by providing the land and building buyers with various tax remissions. In 1973, Seoul City designated the Yeongdong area as the development promotion area and exempted those who built houses and other buildings in that area from various national and local taxes, even if they were to sell the buildings at a later date. Also, Seoul City's Urban Planning Bureau revised its regulations on the minimum area of a building from 89.1 square meters to 165 square meters. All these efforts by Seoul City prompted the creation of the city of Gangnam, quadrupling the population from some 50,000 at the end of 1973 to almost 210,000 at the end of 1978, when the effects of the designation of the Yeongdong area as the development promotion area ended. The Gangbuk population control policy, which was the biggest task of Seoul City in the 1970s, boosted the rapid development of the Yeongdong area. Yang Taek-sik, then the mayor of Seoul, announced in early 1972 that Seoul City would disallow development of any new entertainment facilities, including bars, cabarets, nightclubs, coffee houses, hotels, inns, and adult spas, in order to regulate overpopulation and sumptuous decadent trends in downtown Seoul, including Jongno-gu, Junggu, and Seodaemungu. He went further to designate all downtown areas, including Jongno-gu, Junggu, Yongsan-gu, and Mapo-gu, and some areas in Seongbuk-gu and Seongdong-gu as special facility regulation areas. These new regulations ushered in changes in the landscape and function of the south and the north of Seoul. Entertainment facilities, such as nightclubs and bars in Gangbuk, were the first to move to Gangnam to enjoy various tax benefits without the tight regulations and with large parking facilities. Most of these facilities were concentrated in Shinsadong, Apgujeongdong, and Nonhyundong. Another factor that changed the landscape of Gangnam was education. As Gangnam developed into a gigantic apartment town, various prestigious senior high schools were forced to move to Gangnam as well. The relocation of such schools as Gyeonggi High School, Seoul High School, Sungmyeong Girls High School, and Gyeonggi Girls High School to Gangnam accompanied the relocation of the teachers and students of those schools to Gangnam. This contributed to rapid population growth in Gangnam. With the movement of various private institutions to Gangnam, along with the high schools, Gangnam gradually established itself as a mecca of education in Seoul. The improvement of the educational environment in Gangnam attracted parents highly interested in their children's education. However, it is now often criticized as the major reason for the skyrocketing apartment prices there.